patriotic fans out there, but as I'm walking up here, all I see is giant American flags. All I see is like America love, like pure love of this country.
The racetrack, that's the best part, man. We honor our military heroes, our law enforcement. We've stuck true to those things, and freedom. The most important thing is the American flags everywhere. It's the best.
Who is the most patriotic athlete in America? You'd think this would be an easy question, because this is such a great country, and because athletes are oftentimes people who are paid millions of dollars in order to do what they love. Wouldn't they be thankful for the nation that gave them this opportunity to do that?
Whose broad stripes?
There he stood, the lone Pittsburgh Steeler, to sing the national anthem.
I want to take you back to opening day in baseball here in Washington. The entire Nats team there knelt during the national anthem, July 24th. The next day, the Nats were playing the Yankees. They knelt again.
Unfortunately, not these days. These days, corporate America and sponsorships reward wokeness over patriotism. It's a bad thing. It's a poison for our society. That's why you watch people who have disgraced their flag and their sport, their country and their community and their nation get rewarded with multi-million-dollar contracts, get toted around in corporate media as heroes or brave, when they are the exact opposite. Many times these people are simps for America's enemies and total cowards.
We all talk about this freedom of speech. Yes, we all do have freedom of speech, but at times there are ramifications for the negative that can happen.
They like to rip down America, a nation that gave them much, and they only do it in order to get wealthier. There is no consequence. In fact, there are rewards for hating America.
Everybody is looking for their Colin Kaepernick payday, right? No one has ever been paid more for saying America is awful than Colin Kaepernick.
Even still, America has some wonderful patriotic athletes who are not scared to stand for their flag, stand up for their nation, and stand up for their values. One of those is Matt DiBenedetto, a NASCAR driver, the 21 car, and a man who openly embraces the "Let's Go Brandon" meme.
Go Brandon.
Matt DiBenedetto is an unashamed patriot and a conservative, and he wants to be outspoken for this nation, for his causes, and for his worldview. He says that it is time for us to stop being quiet. Matt says it's time for us to start acting like the majority that we are. We could not agree more. In fact, if the left can do it, frankly, why can't we?
On the block, on the racetrack, Brandon block with Matt DiBenedetto.
Nailed it.
The #1 driver in all of NASCAR. You can't convince me otherwise. You can't convince me otherwise. Super duper patriot. And just a fantastic racer. Matt's had an incredible season.
It's been awesome, man. Driving for the Wood Brothers. Hey, we got great fans right behind us, by the way. Speaking of.
Can we show the fans? Can we look at these? Look at these amazing. Look at these amazing. Look at this. Matt.
We have the best fans in the business, man. NASCAR races are awesome. Driving for the Wood Brothers, one of the most historic, legendary teams in NASCAR, has been a privilege.
This is the type of day that you dreamed of when you took over the iconic 21.
It was, man. This was all just too surreal. Tough to be that close, but hey, this is only the second race of the season.
Matt, tell me about NASCAR. You have so many patriotic fans out there, but as I'm walking up here, all I see is giant American flags. All I see is like America love, like pure love of this country. I saw 45,000, I counted, Let's Go Brandon shirts, okay?
Accurate.
I need to change the shirt. Let's go, Matt. What's it like being like at the epicenter of one of the most red, heart-throbbing, patriotic sports in the world?
It's the best, man. My brother is active duty, 19 years in the military. My family we've always been super, super patriotic. My wife is hardcore, love it. But at the racetrack, that's the best part, man. Pre-race stuff, we stick to our core values. You have your prayer before the race. We honor our military heroes, our law enforcement. We've stuck true to those things. And freedom. The most important thing is the American flags everywhere. The fans are the best. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go,
Brandon. We definitely are seeing Let's Go, Brandon flags everywhere, sweeping all of the racetracks. It's the best.
It's the Let's Go Brandon movement. I tell people I'm a proud member of the LGB community. It's a community, Sam. It's a community.
It's such an unbelievable moment.
Let's go, Brandon.
I, along with, you see other athletes starting to speak up, and people in all across sports and in the world in general are starting to say, you know what, these things shouldn't be controversial. It's okay to stand your ground and speak up for what's right. I want you to find me the one time where the people advocating for freedom and individual liberty were the bad guys. When you do, let me know.
What goes through your head? You're rounding this lap. Like, what goes through your head at the end of a race? It's gotta be exhausting. Like, what is it that keeps you going?
It's a lot of mental toughness, I'll tell you that. So through a race, people, it's hard to see, but it's extremely athletic what we do. So in a race, your heart rate will average somewhere around, depending on what type of racetrack, like a road course per se, 180 beats a minute, pretty much average sustained under green flag for 3 hours. Burn 2,000 to 2,500 calories in a race, at least. One race, I sweated out. I lost 10 or 12 pounds pre-race and post-race, and that's while taking in all my fluids through the race. So I have a drink bottle in there, drinking throughout the race. So that's with drinking probably 5 20-ounce bottles of fluid at least throughout the race, and still sweated out at least 10 pounds.
Can I join you? I need to lose 10 pounds. Can I join you tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow is
That's easy. Oh, great. Fantastic.
Yeah, this little tiny bit, that'll be gone. One race, 3 hours, you're good.
We were talking before the camera started rolling about faith and about driving for something more. Driving for like how this is also
Temporary.
not eternal. Yeah. And how it's the eternal that has to actually drive you. And if you view the world through good and evil, then everything starts to really crystallize, right? It starts to really get peaceful. Can you speak a little bit to that? It's getting a little deep, right? A little deep for my show, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But can you speak to that? Because I think it really does. Talking about the soul and talking about like life eternal is what people want to hear about.
Yeah, we're not just a body, man. These things are temporary. We're a body, a soul, and a spirit. So pertaining to racing, we talked, and I had a heck of a faith journey. I got thinking my whole life's goal is, and has always been, win a cup race. And we have been so darn close so many times, finished second too many times. But you know, you think about just things like this, and everyone can relate to this, is what happens after you win that cup race? That's your whole life's desire, or you get that big promotion or whatever it is that you still strive for, but what happens? Are you just good to, okay, life's complete, I'm ready to die now, or what happens? Life's so much bigger than those things. It's not just about that. You don't live for this world, you live for the next one. This is, at the end of the day, your life's purpose is to serve God. And this is God's country, by the way.
Amen. Life's purpose is to serve God, and we're in God's country. Hello. You ever seen a bigger American flag? Look at them, they're everywhere. It's so patriotic, it's so wonderful. Every sport should hit a pause button and say, what can we learn from NASCAR? How can we get more Matts as professional athletes? Don't believe what you hear about pro athletes, ladies and gentlemen. This is a true patriot.
It was an amazing thing to see hundreds of thousands of Americans out in the desert at the Phoenix Raceway, living their lives maskless, happy, enjoying the beautiful God's green earth that was given to us here in this country. We love America a lot. Patriotic athletes like Matt need to stand up. Forget cancel culture. Screw the woke radical left. There is no honor in staying silent as those who wish to destroy America and our culture run and trample all the things that made this country great. We salute Matt, and we salute the Patriots inside of the NASCAR stand. It was a beautiful weekend and a reminder that there are still Patriots in America, still patriotic athletes in this place. God bless them. God bless America. Let's go, Brandon.